is awkward. Oh, dude, look, it's recording. Did you look at that?
We're live. Here we go.
Dude, we're so live.
Are you using this video or not?
No, nah.
Okay, cool. Just didn't want to leave my phone sideways and it drive like making editing annoying things. So
Nah, you're good, dude.
we're chilling.
Oh, dude, it's all good. It's working now. Okay. What was I gonna say? I'm not gonna do a video yet. I think eventually I will tap into it. I don't know why I'm making a tapping gesture, but
You gotta tap into it.
yeah, I'll tap into it eventually. But for now, I'm just doing audio. I plan on like doing a whole getting a whole setup
Hell yeah.
legit. I fucking love doing podcasting so much. I never realized how much I actually love doing this until I started doing it, and then I'm just like, fuck, I'm addicted to it.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. That's really good to hear.
This is from last no. Oh wait, I hit you up Sunday, right?
That sounds about right. I've been off of work with my leg, dude. So days are just a blur right now for me. I'm kind of a mess.
Dude, on Sunday, I fucking booked all of these. I don't know if you can even see them.
No, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, and that's
There
just
we
in
go.
April. I think I have, so after you, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 in April, besides yours.
There you go. Staying busy, dude.
Dude, I'm kind of overbooking myself because what sucks is my job likes to be assholes and keep me as long as they can there. So I'm supposed to be off at 4, but lately I've been getting off at like 5, and I'm just like, oh, I'm getting so angry at these dudes. I'm just like, dude, I fucking want to leave. Like, God, shit. Okay, so this isn't about me. This is about you. How are you? Thank you for joining.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Just, like I said, I wrecked my Achilles, so just recovering from that and staying off my feet and just gaming a lot, working on music when I can. CJ comes and picks me up and we just work on bands. So nothing changes, we keep grinding.
Fuck, dude, I want to just play video games so bad. I'm like,
I need to run some zombies, dude.
Dude, we can after this. I'm so fucking down.
Yes, I was literally gonna ask you that, and I didn't want to be that guy, but fuck it.
Dude,
let's run zombies after this. Yeah.
Right, my console's on right now. I have Thor in the background playing.
Yeah, I have just random music videos playing right now. So if you see all the flashing lights, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I whenever I do these, I usually have a movie on to the side just to be there.
Yeah, but, it's like a weird. I don't know how to describe it. I'm the same way. It's like I was sleeping. I have to have the TV on. I can't sleep without the TV. It's like an odd silence, and I'm just like too quiet, not happening.
Oh, dude. Okay, so for me, it's I get up at 5:45, and then my day starts at 5:55. Literally 5:55, I'm literally getting out of bed to fucking change, and then I'm out my door by 6:15, and then I'm sitting in my car till 6:20, and then I leave. Get to work at 6:40, on the fucking dot. This is what I've been doing every day. Get to work at 6:40, sit there for 10 minutes. Usually I'm posting stuff about the next podcast I'm putting out or whatever, and then I clock in at 7, and then I fucking work my ass off all day, and then I come home, do whatever, and then as soon as 10 o'clock hits, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed, and I fucking fall asleep in 10 minutes.
It's the most depressing thing, dude, because
so sad.
I'm a manager at a dispensary, right? And it's kind of the same way. You get your 10-minute breaks and your 30-minute lunch, and that's band grind. No,
because I'm head of shipping and receiving now. I've been there for 2 months now, and they already promoted me to head of shipping and receiving. So it's I literally am nonstop fucking doing shit. And then I'm also doing driving part-time on top of that because our driver quit. And so now we're looking for a driver, but they're like, oh, Ryan, since you can manage both, we might not hire someone else. I'm like,
Define manage.
Yeah, I'm like, for me, I'm like, it's fine. I love driving. I love getting away. It's so fucking
Right.
awesome.
It's like a good chance to just jam out and like space out, dude.
Yeah, and you're like,
It's a
dude,
good
I'm just fucking listening to Slipknot or
That's what I
something.
love about gaming too, because it's the same way. You just throw on jams and just you go into your own little world. Whatever game you're playing, dude, you're just locked in. Like,
Dude, you know what's crazy is like if you like whenever I play Oblivion, I leave my headset on as loud as it can go, and I just get lost in the noise and the sound from Oblivion. I think Oblivion has the best like audio tracks for just anything besides like I don't know. I just love. I don't know. I like it more than Skyrim though. I'm not a Skyrim guy.
for real.
Dude, literally, I
I'm
have
like that.
Oblivion fucking tattooed on me. It's kind of
It's
hard
not.
because it's super bright. Oh, there it is.
No,
I
I
have
know
it.
what you're talking about. Yeah, I've seen it a billion times. I've seen you everywhere, dog. I've seen your tattoos.
Dude, I want to fucking finish my arm already. I'm so close.
Yeah, I want to start tattoos, dude, but now I'm just like, so like the funny thing is, right? I got my ears pierced. When that happened, I passed out. I never ate, so like I'm assuming that's what caused it, because like I didn't eat. Had that happen, my body went in shock and I passed out.
Interesting.
All right. So when this Achilles thing happened, I
Yeah.
got cut. I looked at it and I looked at my girlfriend. I was like, we gotta go to the hospital. I need stitches for sure. I sat on the bed, passed out.
Oh my
Like,
god.
so like as bad as I want tattoos, like I'm kind of afraid to do it at this point because my body's just like, nah, we're not doing it. So maybe, maybe not. I might try it. I might not. So one day, I've always wanted tattoos, but
Dude, depends on where you get it because I got so far out of all my tattoos that I have on both my arms and on my legs. The one that hurt, oh, and my hand, the one that hurt the most was literally like this fucking poke. It's like a fucking Pokeball.
yeah,
It's just a line. It's literally, I didn't even get it colored in because I hurt so bad. But right on the wrist where the veins are. Oh my god, dude, that's the worst pain. Like, and I got my hand done, and my hand did not hurt. Like, honestly, like, I wish that all my tattoos felt like my hand tattoo. My hand tattoo was so fucking like chill. Like, I don't know, man.
that's the dumb thing is none of it hurt. When I got my ears pierced, I wasn't in pain. I wasn't freaking out. I was like, cool, let's go. Jumped up. I was trying to get money out of the ATM and just woke up on the ground. Like, it wasn't even like I wasn't like I was in the middle of putting in my pin and just I was out. So like,
Oh my god,
it's not even like a pain. I just don't even know what it is. Like, I don't know.
I think
It's a good time.
I love that we started this off just how it is, where it's just like pain, 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 pain. Let's talk
Yeah,
about pain.
exactly. So on this episode of
So this
Scarred
episode-
V2,
We're only gonna talk about pain and what happened to your foot. Because you said you dropped something on it, or what happened?
a mirror fell.
Ow!
Yeah,
You broke it?
yeah. Well, it fell on tile and shattered, but there was like a piece of wood that was the frame, and I think that's what got me. But I don't know.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I dropped a
I just
battery on my foot, so I have a feeling I understand.
see, and again, it didn't hurt. Like I've felt no pain through this whole thing. I've just felt weakness, and like my body was just like, nope, passing out. We're not having it. Like,
Oh my god! I mean, well,
it was
maybe if you
great.
do get a tattoo, you could just pass out and then you'll just sleep through it.
Right? Though I think they have to like stop though if you pass out.
That I'm pretty sure they do. I mean, some are
Yeah.
pretty ruthless. They don't care.
I
It's
mean,
like,
can I sign something and be like, yo, just keep going, dude?
just I
ignore
mean,
the twitching. Just keep going.
yeah, maybe, but I mean, I highly doubt it. If you go to a professional, I doubt it.
I know there's like places in like I think it's like Sweden or something, dude, where it's like it's a type of tattooing and it's like pain. And people pay for this dude to just like black out their arm in just like the most painful way he can. And it's the to each their own, I guess.
Like stick poke?
No, it's like a gun. He just uses like gnarly needles on him and
Was that
stuff.
my phone?
Just,
Or did you hear that?
I did not.
What the fuck? Dude. That was wild.
What happened?
I heard the Siri thing go off, but my phone was on fucking vibrate. But I heard the Siri noise. And you're using your phone, unless that was your watch.
Yeah. No,
Oh
that
my
was
God.
spooky.
That was fucking weird, man. It's like, oh my, okay.
We
So,
always joke that there's a ghost in my house, so maybe.
okay. When I was doing the podcast with Kevin Grapes, do you remember Kevin Grapes?
I know his name. I know I've seen him around, but I don't think I've ever met him.
Yeah, I know he's been to you guys' shows before because I think he even has a shirt from you guys. I'm pretty sure he does.
Yeah, he probably bought it from one of the other boys. I know for sure I've seen him around and been like in conversations with him. I've just never like gotten to shake his hand and be like, "Hey, dude, I'm Jared. Nice to meet you." Like
Oh, okay.
actually meet him.
Yeah, so when I did a podcast with him, he was talking, he's like, dude, I keep seeing these fucking orbs, man, flying around you. And I was like, and we were just talking about someone that passed away.
I listened to that episode.
Yeah, and that was his dad passed
Yeah.
away, right? And
Ugh,
he was like,
that's
oh
so
yeah, man, look at
weird.
those fucking orbs. And then all of a sudden, dude, like, he was like, dude, one just passed to your left. I was like, you mean my right? He's like, yeah. And I was like, I looked over and my fucking TV turned on. And I was like, holy shit, bro. And I was like, dude, my TV just fucking turned on. So, like, I don't know. Our house is weird. Like, I don't think it's haunted. I just think, like, it's just awkward. Because I used to live in a haunted house. So I lived in Stevenson. Like, legit fucking haunted house. Like, shit moving. Like, you hearing, like, people, like,
Yeah,
walking
screw that. See,
around. Like,
I believe in it enough to not mess with it. That's always been my like. Uh, I'm not gonna test it and find out if it's real. I'm not gonna. I'm just. I'll leave it where it is.
yeah, dude. Okay,
Like,
I got a story. So, it was like this was oh man, it was like 2011, and I had a little. This is back when I skateboarded like hardcore, and I was waiting for my friend David to come pick me up. And so I used to have this like a flat board where you put it on like a wheel, and it's a balance board. Okay, I don't know if you know. Have you ever seen one
yeah,
of
yeah,
those?
yeah, totally.
Oh,
We used to have them in PE. Yeah.
oh, okay. So yeah, I used to have one, and I was recording myself like doing tricks with it or whatever. And then um I was rewatching it when I was at my friend David's house, and he was like, "What is that in the background?" I was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "What is that? It sounds like there's like a party going on." And I was like, and I turned up the volume, and I was like, "Dude, I was home alone." He's like, "Yeah, you were home alone. That's why I picked you up." I was like, "What the fuck?" And like legit, dude, like he came to my house, and we were in my room still for like 30 minutes, and we were just both, doing tricks. So we were both filming it, and he knew there was no one in my house. There was no TVs on, no music. There was fucking nothing. And in the videos, like with me and him doing stuff together, you could hear like people laughing. You could hear like full on like conversations of like it
Yeah,
sounds
that's
like
terrifying.
yeah, and then there's like carnival music going on, and then all of a sudden like in another clip it would sound like 50s music, and then in another clip it was like just people chattering and talking, and then like in other ones you could hear people like clapping. It was
Did you recognize any of it? Did it sound like
no,
voices you
dude,
knew or anything, or was it just
nothing,
random?
dude. It was the
It
fucking
just
most
that's weird.
dude. But you know what? It makes sense though in a weird way, and the reason why I say this because my old house was actually haunted by like 7 ghosts, which is like super funny to say because it's like, oh, they're lucky number 7 or whatever. But um, so we had psychics come out, and so for like we lived there. I think we lived there for almost like 15 years. It was like 16, 15 years we lived out there. Wait, I moved out there when I was 5, and I moved out when I was 20, 21. So yeah, I lived out there for like 15 years.
Yeah.
Or no. Yeah, 15 years. Because I stayed the last 3 months. I lived there by myself when my parents moved out. Because we still owned it, but they were selling it, and I didn't want to live with them. So I was like, oh, I want to get a feel of living by myself, so I'll move out. So they moved out, went somewhere else. Okay, so that's a different story. So, so yeah, throughout like the 15 years I lived there, there was like crazy shit that happened all the time, like weird shit. But when we had the psychics come over, they like explained every ghost that they explained or spirit that lived there. It fucking made sense of why all the things we experienced happened, if that makes sense,
Right.
So
Yeah.
like,
It kind of explained it. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like she was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you
That's
have a lady that lives in your pool room that's like deep dark red is surrounding her, like she lost a child or something." And then like there was and like my mom and dad built well, so we added on to like our old house, and they had like
mhm.
a really big ass bedroom and stuff, and like a really nice bathroom. And my mom was like, I always feel like someone's fucking watching me in my closet. And then the psychic lady, she's just standing there, and she like points to the closet, and she goes, he's hiding because he knows we're here. And my mom's like, what do you mean? He's like, she's like, there's a fucking old dude. He's like 85, like whatever, and he fucking died. He died.
Uh,
And they're like, yeah, we believe he died by murder.
Yeah,
And
that's terrifying.
yeah, and like he was like watching my mom and stuff, which is hella weird because my mom like one night woke up and she was like being choked and she couldn't breathe and she could see him like in her like fucking mind, while she's
But
sleeping,
could
but couldn't do anything. She opened her eyes and she's like, I opened my eyes and he was there, and she was like, and my dad's just passed out next to her. She's like fucking freaking out, and then he finally woke up and my dad looked over and he was like, I saw, like, it looked like a dark figure of just solid black was hovering above her, and the dogs were like fucking going crazy. It was pretty like insane. And then like
that's
there was a
terrifying, dude.
yeah, and then there was like a little
That's
boy.
so scary.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Okay, so like this will all fucking tie in to like something that's like ultimately crazy that I have like fucking 10 people proof. But like there's a little boy that ran around the house and he followed me because like he looked up to me because when I moved in I was 5 and he was also 5, and then as the years gone by I grew up but he stayed like a young kid, and he would always fuck with my shit. Like I have like such bad OCD, and so I would have like books lined up like alphabetical order, or video games stacked in a certain, or DVDs, or fucking my bed made a certain way, and he would always fuck with it all the
Oblivion
time.
1's going in Oblivion 2, and you're
Dude,
like, damn it.
dude, it was man. I even caught him on fucking camera too before. Like I have footage of catching these fucking ghosts and shit, and it's all on my mom's old computer, um, like video and audio. Anyways, and then there was a mechanic that worked outside, and he only stayed outside, and they don't know why he never came inside, but like he just stayed in the front yard in our garage, and it made sense why he like there was a ghost, because my dad would lose tools all the time. Like he would put a fucking wrench down and then never see it again. No idea where the fuck it went. It was just like shit like that, or like there was like a little girl in a white dress that was stuck out next to our barn. Like and like my neighbor saw her. And so when my neighbor saw her, we all kind of thought like I don't know, that's a little far fetched. And then the fucking the lady the ladies that came, the psychics or whatever, they were like, oh
Psychics,
yeah,
yeah.
there's a little girl that lives out there. And my mom was like, yeah, she wears a white dress. And they're like, yeah, how'd you know? And she's like, our neighbor told us, like she saw her, like fucking broad as day, like just standing there
That's
at
freaky,
the
dude.
barn entrance, dude. And then like there was a girl that would never. So my sister moved upstairs because we added on to a second story, and there was a girl. She was like I think 15 or 16, and she was upstairs, and she was killed by a guy that lived under our fucking sink, like that, because that under our sink used to be it used to be like a. It sounds weird to say under our sink. So that used to be like not a compartment, but it was like you could walk down into it, so it was like a cellar kind of thing. But then like we covered it up and put the
Got
sink on
you.
top of it. So they're like, that's why she doesn't come downstairs, because she's afraid of him because he killed her. Like that,
Dude,
like that. That's what they're
screw
telling us,
that.
dude. And it's like, dude, like I'm telling you, like
Why
we'd
the
be
hell did you guys live there for 15 years? Like, that's my
because it was my
first
parents'
question.
dream house. Like they
That's
built it and stuff.
terrifying.
Yeah, well, so they bought it like it was an old school house, and then at one point, well, it started out as a house, like a regular house, and then like this is through the records. It's like 155 years old or some shit. Well, now it's like 170 years old, but it's like it started out as a regular house, and then it became a medic facility for like transportation for when like the war was happening and shit like that, and then it became a train station like location, post office / train. There's train tracks that run in front of the house. Legit. It's like kind of like buried underground a little bit, but you could like literally, you could just look at the ground, you could see the top of the tracks that run in
That's
front of
cool.
it. Yeah, and
That's kind of
then
cool.
it became a and then it became an old no, and then it became a what is it called? Oh, what the fuck am I thinking? Not an animal house,
Like a shelter?
like a veterinarian office. Like it's a
Okay.
veterinarian place. Became an animal hospital or whatever. And then it
A vet
became,
clinic.
yeah, technically. And then it
Gotcha.
became a old schoolhouse. And then it was like it used to be the Stevenson old schoolhouse, like literally. That's where they taught kids school. And then they built Merqueen Elementary, and then all the kids went there, and that house became a regular house again, and then we bought it like 10 years after, or like 15 years after it became
That's
a regular house.
crazy.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
like
that's
all
for
this
sure
fucking
haunted.
history. Yeah.
Not without a doubt, like haunted.
Dude, if you want to know if any of these stories are true, ask Garrett Austin. Dude, me and him would,
I love
oh my,
Garrett.
dude, Garrett, me and him would like try to make things happen. And
Of course you fucking goofs. Oh
yeah,
my
dude, we
god.
were dumb, dude. We always try to do dumb shit, and like, oh man, okay, so this is like one of the things that I like have proof that it's like other people besides like, I mean, I have like probably 50 people I could honestly name off the top of my head, but this is one where it's like a group thing. My parents moved out. I was living at the house alone, and then I moved all my stuff out, but we still had the house for about a month before like it was like officially sold. So when me and Garrett were trying to start our very first band ever, it was me, Garrett, and Jordan was in it too. It was like our very first band ever. We were jamming out there. Uh-oh. You went muted. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we were out there one time, and it was like a couple of us, like, because we had other friends that hung out with us and like other bandmates. So I think it was like 10 of us at least. 10, I'd say 10. And one of the guys goes, all right, it's like nighttime. He's like, all right, we gotta fucking test this shit. Like, if it's fucking really haunted, because he didn't believe me and Garrett at all, or Jordan, because Jordan knew it was haunted. He didn't believe any of us it was haunted. So we turn all the fucking lights off in the house, and we're like in the living room, and and I was like, or he says something like, all right, if there's a ghost here or something, spirit here, make something come on. And in the bottom left-hand corner of like the room, there was like a fucking like a light, not a light switch, like a outlet, and it had this little orange light on it, and it would blink, like that was normal, and then it just stayed on. When he said that, and he's like, does it normally stay on? I was like, I don't think so. I don't know. So we weren't like scared or anything, but it was just kind of like, all right, that's kind of weird. And then he's like, don't be a fucking bitch. And then all of a sudden, like, the lights in the house just fucking come on. And we were all like, looking at each other. We were like, fuck. And we ran. We fucking all booked it out of this house. And he's holding a cell phone. Right?
That's
and as
terrifying.
Dude, it gets worse. As we're fucking running by, there's a fucking mirror. It's probably about, I'd say about a foot wide by about 3 feet tall. And for some reason, it was left in the house, and it's like leaning against the wall, and we run by it or whatever, right? And so we're rewatching the video, and I don't remember who it was, but they're like, wait, stop. They're like, go back. And they're like, all right. So we go back to like where he's running by the mirror, and dude, clear as fucking day, you can see a little boy standing in the fucking mirror, and you can see a demon standing behind him with his hand on his fucking shoulder.
No, thank you.
I'm not like, I wish I was lying. I swear, dude. You could ask fucking Garrett. You could ask fucking Jordan, dude. Like, these are people that were.
I'm afraid to go around you now. I'm terrified to even be around you because I might have a demon leech onto me.
Dude, nah, it's cool.
Or leech off of me.
Oh fuck. No, it's not like that no more. But
you're all, dude. It's like 1 in every 50 people that come around me die. It's not even a big number.
Yeah, you're number 49.
You got a good chance.
Yeah, if I don't meet somebody new between now and hanging out with you again. Man, I ranted on for so long about.
No, you're good, man.
Oh, I feel so bad. All right, so let's new direction with this shit. So what's going on with you and TFH? Or you know what? No. Let's go back further because me and you have history of playing shows together when you were in My Final Days. Let's talk about that.
Oh my god. My Final Days was my first band, dude. That was those are the good old days, man. Those were my first band days. Tyler, Hayden, Ricky, and Michael. That was the OG lineup, man. Played so many shows. Where was it? Santa Ana, I think that we played a few times, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we played that Battle of the Bands together. That was the last thing we did together. Because then I think you guys broke up like literally when you got home. Didn't you guys break up like really shortly after?
No, we were together for a while after. It just like we couldn't find a vocalist being in Oakdale, and we were all kids without vehicles, and like I was the only one driving, and I worked full time at the time, so like I couldn't do everything, so it just became too much for what it was. So we just kind of all went our different ways.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
it was.
You guys were so fucking heavy. Like fuck, dude.
It was cool, man. It was I don't know what I even call it, honestly, because every song was like, it was all metal if you ask me, but it was like a different subgenre of metal. Like some were like more like death metal, and others were more like deathcore, and others were more like metalcore, and like we were all over the place. But it's my first band, man. It was fun. It was a good time.
I always, whenever I listened to you guys or watched you guys, I always thought it was like some kind of hardcore beatdown. Because like you guys, maybe not beatdown, but like it was hardcore, but like with like that deathcore. It was like It was like a Whitechapel fucking some
Hell
because
yeah.
it was Michael was your vocalist, right? That's his name. Was that
Yeah, yeah.
yeah? He was really fucking good, and I'm like, dude, that guy
Dude, he
sounds like fucking
was.
Phil Bozeman, dude. He's fucking good.
Yeah. He had a gnarly like, yeah, man, he could scream like crazy. It was really cool. He doesn't I don't think any of them play music anymore, to be honest with you, which kind of bums me out. But like, or they I don't even think they dabble in music anymore. But
Fuck.
um yeah, it's kind of sad to think about because I'm like, damn, dude, I'm the only one still doing stuff. Like,
Does it make you feel old?
R.I.P. Yeah, it makes me feel old as shit, dude, because they're all going out and living life, and I'm like, we got a show next weekend.
Yeah.
You know,
Were you playing
like,
Colony?
yeah, exactly. Like, but I love it, man. It's awesome. It was
Yeah.
cool. It was an era. It was great while it lasted. It sucked to end, but like, it was one of those things that just had to end. It was everyone's first band is one of those things that eventually it comes to an end. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is.
Hey, you know what? You can't say that to CJ though, because he's still in TFH.
Well, he's in it because of me too. I feel like he tried to quit one time, and I was like, dog, not
Yeah.
happening.
I think yeah, I remember. I think he did. I think a few times he's like told me like, I just want to fucking quit, and then he's like, yeah, but every time fucking Jared comes up to me and says, dude, look it, man, you've been doing
Yeah,
this for how fucking long?
yeah.
You just,
No, man, he's like a brother to me, honestly, dude. Like,
but you guys
we
are
just,
cousins, so it makes sense.
yeah. I mean, we reality check each other. We're it's like one of those friends that you can just be very real with. If he's making a stupid decision, I'm very straight with him, and vice versa. If I'm making a stupid decision, he's very straight with me, and like, I love the dude. I wouldn't ask for a better friendship.
Yeah, no, dude, he's man. I'm kind of jealous because you guys are doing so much, and I want to do more. I want to do so much more right now. I'm so fucking jealous, but I'm so happy for you guys because you guys have been like, well, mainly I want to say CJ has been doing the band for 10 years now, and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, 9, 10 years, and then now he finally has three other dudes that are all fucking in it. Oh wait, no, fucking what's his name's in it now? Colby's in it. So you guys are five. You're a 5 piece now.
Well, we're four.
You're 4 piece.
Yeah, me, Nando,
Oh yeah,
CJ,
he's
and
doing.
Colby.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. He's playing guitar and singing. Fuck, I totally forgot. Yeah, so you guys are, yeah, so yeah, so you guys are all there, and he has solid members, and I mean, even in our position with Titan, like it's like I mean, if we really wanted to put out songs, we could put 3 new songs out literally tomorrow. But the thing is we're being so fucking patient about it because it's it's like a new beginning almost. So it's like,
100%.
dude, we've even like thought about like, why don't we just fucking change the name and just fucking start over? And then sometimes it's like, I don't want to. Like,
Right, yeah.
yeah, it's like I started it and like, I don't know. Sometimes I think about like, you guys have gone through so many fucking different members, and
So
CJ never
I think
changed the
I've been
band
in
name.
it for, I think 5 or 6 years I'm going on being in TFH. So I've even been in TFH for a while.
Yeah,
But like, it's not until the last like 2 or 3 years that it's like to the public eye that TFH is doing stuff. Like, we were grinding really freaking hard for like 2 or 3 years straight. We literally scrapped like 2 albums, like just entire albums just went, nope, not doing it. Like, it was just a lot of bad stuff that happened and accumulated, but like, it was a grind, dude, and nobody saw it because it was just all behind the scenes, and we
yeah,
didn't have the members to play shows. So like, I feel you on the patience thing. Like, we're only now getting to a point to where we can just like, check it out. We did this and we're doing this and we're doing that. Like, that it's after years and years of grinding and like literally just hitting my head in a wall some nights because it just drives you freaking crazy.
yeah. I think I'm more afraid of like people because of like the downfall that we had last year. I feel like anything we do with the band, it's like people are just gonna get mad and people are gonna be like, "Oh, this is not the same," or "Oh, this fucking sucks." And I just thought about it. I'm like, I need to stop fucking caring because
Yeah.
there's so many bands that I don't like that are absolutely massively huge. Like Korn, I fucking hate Korn. I fucking hate Korn. But
I'm not
people
big on
love
them,
them.
but yeah, a lot of people do.
Yeah, so it's like, and I think about like Chelsea Grin. A lot of people are like, dude, fuck Alex. It's all about fucking Tom Barber, or
Hmm.
fuck Tom Barber. It's all about Alex. And I'm like, well, there's other members in the band that matter too. the band wasn't Alex, then the band's not Tom. So it's like, there's other members, and like, oh, there's no one that's even an original member in the band anymore. It's like, imagine if that band stopped, and then you can never listen to Recreant live ever again.
Right.
It's like at least they're trying to like, because when they come back, you're gonna go see them. You can bitch all you want, but you're gonna be at the fucking barricade or in the pit.
Exactly.
Same thing with Suicide Silence, dude. People are like, "Fuck Eddie," but I'm gonna go see him. Why? Because they still play the old shit. It's like
I feel like both of those bands are like the rare occasion though, to where it was like both versions are really good.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like Chelsea Grin was ever bad with Alex, and I don't feel like so far they've been crushing it with Tom. So like either way, it's sick. And then same with Suicide Silence, with the exception of that last album that Suicide Silence put out. That's up for everyone to debate.
Self-titled.
But yeah, I know that one got. I honestly didn't even listen to it. I fell off of them pretty hard after. You can't stop me, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I like that record actually. It was okay, but Become the Hunter. Dude,
I've listened to a couple of songs and it was I saw that back there. Yeah.
Dude, I love Become the Hunter, man. Like, fuck. I love that record. Holy shit, do I love that record. I think it's a beautiful record. And a lot of people are like, no, it doesn't have Mitch in it. I'm like, well, what the fuck do you want them to do? He's dead.
Yeah.
It's like, you see that fucking tree, climb over it. You fuck, dude, like, they don't have to stop their careers because their fucking member died. Like, just like Titan. We don't have to stop it because Jordan's not in it. We can keep fucking going.
Exactly.
I mean, just same thing with you guys. You guys can keep going if you lose members. Like,
both of my bands, like, I've always had that mindset of just put your head down and just go, dude. Like, stuff's gonna come along the way no matter what you do. Obstacles are gonna happen. Nothing you can do is gonna stop those things from happening. So like, you're either gonna take them head on or you're not gonna get over it.
Yeah, especially if we don't even know they're happening. They're even coming towards us.
Exactly. All you can do is keep going. Like, just see where. Yeah, TFH is a perfect example. Like we've just kept our heads down and keep going, and this is where we've landed right now, and we're just taking on this path, dude. And it's sick. It's great. It's awesome.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
The funny thing is that like when I talk to CJ about like TFH, he tells me more of like the history about TFH because that's all he's ever been in and that's all I've known him to be in. And so it's like talking to you, it's like I can go two different directions. I could be like, hey, let's talk about My Final Days this whole time, or let's talk about TFH this whole time. But I'm like super curious about the My Final Days aspect of it, just because I want to know where you started with the music and like how'd you get into it and all that.
Oh boy, so that was a high school band. I guess it started ironically talking about Suicide Silence. I had a friend in high school. His name was Mason. His uncle was the A&R rep for ESP Guitars. So me and him hung out all the time. We used to jam out. His uncle would send him sick ass gear all the time. So he had like nice Ibanez or a nice ESP guitar and like banners and all kinds of cool shit. But kind of started with him, and then me and him stopped like hanging out. We no like bad feelings or harsh feelings or anything. We just, as we went through high school, just kind of went our separate ways. And then me and like a childhood buddy of mine, Tyler, he was like starting a band on like a house the street over from me that I could just walk through a field and get to. So like we just started jamming out in the garage, and that's what's like after years and years of progress. Like it was just me and Tyler for a really long time, with members just coming through. And eventually it landed with the lineup that was playing shows and stuff. And it was literally just all based out of high school. Like none of us were old enough to drive or anything like that until I got my license. And like I don't even remember what year anymore. I feel old trying to think about that. But
you played guitar though in My Final Days, and then you went to bass in TFH.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I thought I remember, because didn't you have a black guitar in?
Yeah, I still have it. It's actually at where we practice right now. But it's an Ibanez. It's some S series. I think it's like a 421. I think is the series, but I'm not 100% on that.
Yeah, it's all good. I just got a few months ago. I got an Ibanez 6-string S series, like a 2019 one, and I got it like pretty much for like $200. But I bought it brand new because.
Was it that blue one you posted?
Yeah, it's actually
Yeah, I
it's
saw that.
multicolor. It's green, purple, and blue, and like a little bit of red. It like changes
Heck yeah.
color when it rotates.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty and it comes with Fishman pickups as well.
Nice.
So it's
Mine
like,
was just some cheap one that I bought that I got my first paycheck from my job, and
yeah,
I was like, dude, $300, what can I get? Bought a guitar.
dude. Oh my God, when I
It
was
was
in,
light and I felt like it was better than what I had. So I
yeah,
was
no,
like show ready at that point.
yeah, dude, when I was in ATLN, my first paycheck, I went and bought us merch, and it said, on the front, it said, who gives a shit?" On the
Yes, I
front.
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and the
Hell
van was
yeah.
like, "Did you really get these made?" I was like, "Dude, I asked you guys for like a month. What do you want on the shirt?" And no one fucking said anything. So I made an image on the back that has an anchor, because it technically was for the single that we put out, called Anchor. So I was like, "Dude, let's." And he was like, "Well, why did you put 'Who gives a shit' on the front of it?" I was like, "Because you said that at like every show. You say 'Who gives a shit' about anyone that doesn't like us." And so I just put it on the front of the shirt. Like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, man.
I just
It was,
wanted to get a t-shirt. Stop hating
yeah,
me.
dude. I was like, dude, no one fucking say anything. And they're like, well, you could have done anything else. I was like, well, too fucking bad. Like, whatever, man. We have new merch
Wait,
now, and it looks pretty sick. But I can't show anybody because I'll get in trouble.
oh,
Wait,
I'm
did
gonna
CJ
tell.
show you? Did CJ tell you about the tracks I showed him?
No, I haven't gotten to like meet up and talk about the podcast he's done with you yet. Honestly, like every time we get together, it's like we're grinding on band stuff that it's just we sit like literally I walk into his house, well, crutch into his house right now, but walk into his house, sit down, and it's just like, hey, what's up, man? What's up? And then we're just grinding away. Like it's not even like
Fuck.
it's so casual. It's yeah, it's right.
I'll have to show you some snippets after this then.
Yeah, hell yeah, please do.
Dude, like when I showed CJ, he was like, he literally stood up to like mosh to one of them. He was like, "Oh my God!" He's like, "Dude, that doesn't even sound like the same fucking band." And I was like, "Dude, I know,
Hell
right?"
yeah.
Um, yeah, it's just I'll have to talk more about all that. So you do My Final Days, and then you guys broke up, and then you what did you do anything? Did you try joining anything else, or did you go straight into
No,
TFH?
I pretty much went. I took like a week, I think
Oh
like a
my
week
God.
break of not playing music, and
Yeah,
I was like, of not even not playing music, of just not
doing
being in a
anything.
band officially or whatever you wanted to call it.
Yeah.
And then during that week, that like a big breakup happened with TFH, where like all the OG members fell out, and it was not OG, but a lot of the members fell out, and it was CJ and Taylor, and I was like, I'm not doing anything. Like, if you guys want to play bass or need a bass player, like, I'm down. I know you guys play guitar. I'm like, I've always wanted something like not necessarily easier, but just less to focus on
Yeah.
and just be able to have more fun on stage. So, like, I was like, yeah, let me play bass. And then I had helped Ricky buy his bass gear in my final days. So, like, I technically had somewhat of a bass and a like 8x10 cabinet.
Yeah.
We were splitting that. So, I already kind of had a bass rig. So, I was able to just piece together a bass rig and make that work for the little bit. And then now I got my music band and I'm big chilling. But
That's cool. Yeah, man,
yeah,
you guys' live setup is fucking wild too. Like, oh man, I realized this. Like, since you've been in TFH, yeah, we played. How many shows did we play together? Because you guys
oh
played
brother,
two with us back to back. You guys did our headliner with us, um, at
did
Diver,
it at your house?
and you guys did the Titan Fest. Then
Yeah,
we did. Oh yeah,
we
you know
played
what?
Boardwalk, right?
Uh,
I
I
feel
don't
like
think
we
we've
played
ever played
Boardwalk.
Boardwalk together because I
No?
know we did Taco Fest together.
Yo, yeah, Taco Fest. That's 3.
Fuck. You know what? I think I've just seen you guys a lot in Zach.
I was gonna say, I feel like we just see each other at shows too, like because we're
Yeah,
at your shows, just being there, or vice versa. Like,
very
if
true.
we just see each other, that it's hard to say, like, oh yeah, we played that one, or oh no,
Yeah,
you didn't, because I feel like I see you at every show. So it's like
yeah.
hard to
Cause
say, but
one of the last
I know
shows,
3 for sure, like
three.
a solid
Yeah,
for sure 3. Yeah,
yeah. I feel like it's five. I feel like we're
is it
missing 2
5?
shows. Yeah, I feel like it's five. You know what? I have.
Mm. I admire that book so much.
This one right here.
I saw that you posted about that. I admire that thing so much. It's so cool.
All right. So let me look through memory lane to see if I could find anything that has both of our. I've I've played a lot with White Wolf
Oh, the
too.
Halloween one in Modesto, right?
Fuck.
Or
Wait,
no,
what?
that was with White Wolf.
Yeah, I was
That
with
wasn't
that.
with
I
you
was on
guys.
that one.
Were you guys playing too?
Yeah.
Okay, then that one. Yeah, there's 4.
I'm going through. I forgot we played with OTEP. All right. So we're going. Oh wait. No, you guys didn't play that one. That was Lost Horizons that played that one. People are gonna listen to this and go, "Man, this fucking podcast sucks, man. He's just looking through a fucking book." Oh, this one. No, wait, what? This is Hellraiser stage at the summoning.
Yeah, that was in Modesto. Yeah.
I didn't wait. This one doesn't have White Wolf on it though, or you guys. Hold on.
Okay, then we played it a different time. I know we played with White Wolf one year.
Yeah, I swear I thought we fucking played that one. I'm still just gonna look through this. Don't leave. Don't turn the podcast off if you're listening to it. It's funny because I have to say this, like, because this episode won't come out till Monday.
Okay.
I have, you know who Gordon McPherson is? Bass player to Enterprise Earth and vocalist of College Radio. He also plays bass in No Home.
I literally know all 3 of those names, but I don't think I know the person. No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, his is coming out Friday.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so Taco Fest apparently was the first one we played together. It was White Wolf, Taking Fox Hollow, William Wallace, Last Titan, Haunted by Day, Harley Exiled. And then I realize I play a lot with we play a lot with White Wolf. Holy shit. We do play a lot with White Wolf. I love those guys.
Yeah, they're incredible. White Wolf, we've been friends with those guys. The funny thing is like White Wolf, Troy and Joel, their old band Faith and Fiction.
Oh my god, yeah.
They used to play shows with TFH in My Final Days all the time. So we would all 3 book shows together and just play shows together everywhere.
Yeah.
So like we would always come as like a little 3-pack. It was pretty cool.
That's how you got to do it. Man, these are all so far, yeah. So far I only got the 2 and then our headliner 3.
Yeah.
Wow. I guess it was only 3.
It just feels like a lot more.
You know why? Because in when I was in ATLN, we played with you guys as well, but that was before you were in it.
Right, but then take My Final Days into account, and then you got.
Then I guess it. Oh, then okay, then. Man, we're at.
I think it is 5 with including those.
Maybe, because I've seen you guys so much that I don't remember what shows we play together.
Mm-hmm.
But
I feel it.
Like same thing with TFH. Same thing with White Wolf. But then again, I just looked at our flyer and I'm like, holy shit, we've played. Like, majority of our shows have had White Wolf at the shows. I think it's fucking hilarious. Did you know that me and Garrett were in a band?
Yeah.
Until Lambs Become Lions.
Yes.
Dude, honestly, man.
I missed that. I remember jamming that one song you guys had. Me and CJ sat in his kitchen and like jammed out to it for a little bit because we were like, dude, this is so sick.
Dude,
yes.
It was so... Dude, people are like, "Do you just play drums in that band?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I play drums in that." And they're like, "What the fuck? Why'd you stop?" I was like, "Cause I wasn't that good." And they're like, "Dude, it sounds great." I was like, "Trust me, it's not that good. I mean, it sounds great, but I'm not that good." I tried though.
Was it programmed or was it?
So what happened was, me and Garrett started out. He was gonna do guitar and vocals, and I was gonna do just vocals only. And then we had a drummer that we were gonna work with. We had a guy that was gonna play bass, and then we posted an ad on Craigslist looking for another guitar player, and that's how Alex Martinez ended up hitting us up through fucking Craigslist. And then this is literally like right after my big breakup, and so I had to move back to my parents' house, and I literally had nothing to my name. I was like fucking so such a bad person. I was in such a bad mental state, and so
I
I
knew you then.
tried.
I remember that era.
Yeah, dude, it was depressing and sad. And so pretty much like I'll just like I'm gonna like long story short thing is I ended up getting a drum set, learning how to play drum. Well, I already knew how to play drums, but like actually drumming and then coming up with the parts and all that good stuff. And then they went into the studio and had Cody record it. And then whenever we were jamming, I had to play it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it was like I was playing it whenever we played together, but I didn't record it. Cody
Gotcha.
recorded
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't know what he did. As far as I know, he recorded it, but I wasn't there for it. I was
Right.
yeah, I was elsewhere dealing with my own shit.
Real.
But yeah, like that's so that we actually had two songs. The other one is technically I think Garrett still has it, and it's called A Penny for Your Thoughts.
Oh my gosh.
I
I'm gonna
really
plug him
liked
for
it,
it because
dude.
I want to hear
Dude,
it.
it was actually it was really cool. Oh yeah, so yeah, fuck that shit. Yeah, I'll have to show you the new Titan stuff though. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
It sounds
100%, dude.
really great. But
I
yeah,
don't
no.
think our stuff's done enough yet to show anybody, but we've got
What do you mean? You guys keep putting shit out. What are you talking about? You just put out. You put.
we're
Wait,
grinding,
did you guys
man.
put another one out today? Was it today?
Yes, 2 days ago. I think 2 days ago. Yeah,
Well, okay, so I
we
got
put
because
out
I'm
2 new songs.
subscribed to you guys, and for some reason my notifications literally told me today you guys put stuff out.
No, we put two out 2 days ago.
Yeah, I watched the first one. I because I was waiting for the second one to drop, and then I never got notified the second one dropped.
It kind of freaked out when we released stuff. I don't know what happened, but it should all be available now. Anywhere like Spotify, iTunes, all that stuff, or iTunes, Apple Music.
Yeah, no, it's
I feel
yeah.
ancient when I do that. Like I see AT&T, dude, and I still think singular, and I'm like,
AT&T, you mean
damn.
Pac Bell?
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, my mom worked actually at Pac Bell before it became Singular. Well, it was Pac Bell, AT&T, Singular Wireless, and then it went back to AT&T. And we've had the same fucking plan since Pac Bell.
Holy shit, that's
Yeah,
impressive.
yeah, and like the other crazy thing is that like my mom pays internet for one of her phones and has free unlimited internet for any phone that she gets on her plan. She has 9 phones or 8 phones on her plan, all free internet.
Sick. That is tight.
I think she only pays like $50 for internet for all of them.
That's so clutch. That's rad. I
Yeah.
wish.
Fuck. Oh, everything's going fucking. Oh, hold on. Oh, that's why I'm getting notifications. I have my Facebook on. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, exit out of that.
Are you getting
There
a
we
little
go.
bell from it?
Yeah, I just because I'm getting messaged.
Is that what you were freaking about earlier? When you were like,
No,
is that your
earlier was
phone?
definitely the Siri thing. I was just like, what the fuck is that?
Okay.
But yeah. So, how's it been in TFH? Tell me a little bit about your whole like part of like tell me more about what do you bring to the table for TFH because I like I said I know CJ has been doing most of everything for the
Yeah.
longest time, but having you in it since you came from a heavier band, do you ever incorporate that into TFH?
Yeah, I mean, so the way it kind of like the way we work on things is odd because it's not like there's no one set way. Like a lot of the time, CJ's like, "Hey, check this out! I came up with this," and he has like programmed drums and a riff for a whole song that he came up with. And
Yeah.
then me and him will sit back down and we'll listen to it and we'll like structure it out and go, "Hey, what flows, what doesn't flow?" And then if I hear something in my head, I'm like really weird with writing and like I can't just sit down and write stuff. Like I just don't have that like ability.
Yeah.
But if I listen to something on repeat, I'll hear the part after and then I can do it. And I
Makes
don't know how
sense.
to describe that, but it's annoying. So like I have to sit there and just like my head in my hand for hours sometimes listening to something on repeat till I can be like, oh, here's what we can do. Or like it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why. But I'll sit down, we'll hang out, we'll work on stuff that way. See what we come up with out of that.
Yeah.
Send it back out to the boys. If the boys have anything they want us to try, do different. Nando has a drum idea. Colby has a vocal idea from this, whatever it may be. it's a lot of bouncing ideas, but like CJ's the big structure of it and like the like bottom line, I guess, to call it of anything.
Yeah.
As far as like bringing heaviness to the band, I don't know that I bring necessarily heaviness. I'm just kind of like, hey, this sounds cool, and then CJ's like, what about this? And then kind of throws his twist in it, and it becomes like a CJ Jared Soup Riff thing. I don't know.
That's cool.
Something cool, yeah. So
That's
I mean
cool.
I guess I do bring a little bit of a like heavier element, but I'm not like not intentionally. It's just I don't even listen to heavy music, which is funny. Like I listen to some heavier bands, but I really don't listen to that heavy music. So like I don't know where it comes from. I guess I'm just an angry person and it comes out in music.
So wait, what do you listen to?
I honestly listen to something different every day, dude. Like one day I'll be jamming Justin Bieber, the next day I'll be jamming like so I love Disneyland and
Yeah.
like I will put on like I have a theme park playlist of like the sounds from the theme park, right? So like when you're walking down Main Street, the loop that plays there, or like the
That's
loop in
crazy.
Pirates of the Caribbean, like I listen to those and they're very like just chill for me. So like I'll jam out to those sometimes. Like it's really hard. Like sometimes I'll listen to metal a lot too. I'll listen to acoustic, like jazz, just anything, dude. I like music. It's just
Yeah.
feelings.
Um,
However I feel in that day is really what like helps me pick what I'm gonna listen to.
yeah, it makes sense. Did you see my Facebook or Instagram story today?
Probably.
Like somebody asked me, they're like, "Oh, if you can cover an anime or if you cover a theme song from a video game or like a cartoon or a movie, what would it be?" And I was like, "Huh, I never really fucking thought about that." And then I was like, "Man, if I could sing, I would cover fucking Simple and Clean from Kingdom Hearts."
Dude,
The
I've never so funny enough, I played Kingdom Hearts 1 on PlayStation 2
Yeah,
and I was a kid and I would get so frustrated with it because I couldn't beat the two-headed dog or three-headed dog or whatever it was.
yeah,
Like the
Cerberus.
second level, so I just
Yeah.
couldn't play it. Like I was just stuck and like never played it. So like, yeah, I don't know what that
Oh
one is.
my god, dude. Just listen to it. It's such a beautiful song and like, oh my god. Now that you're older, go back and fucking play it. Like
Yeah, I know.
you
I
have no
should
excuses.
honestly. Is it on Xbox? Do you know?
No. Kingdom Hearts
No.
3 is though, but um yeah. Well, I mean, you could always just listen to the song too. Bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem. People are going to be like, "Why did he say that?" They didn't hear your
I
speech.
know. I muted it.
All right, so something I like to ask all my candidates are what are your top 3 favorite breakdowns
Oh man.
out of
So
all of them?
ironically, one of them's playing right now. Hostage by Chelsea Grin.
Oh,
Um,
dude, great song.
it's I got to see that live at Warped Tour, dude, and just that song hit different live, and I was just like, yeah. So like once I felt that breakdown, I I listen to a lot of music through headphones, like at work, so I don't really know like who I'm listening to or what song specifically I'm listening to.
Yeah,
I know Breakdown of Sanity. Um, they have, I want to say it's Mirrors. It's like their first album or second album. It's like the second or third song on that. It starts out with like a Halloween intro, like a sound clip from the movie Halloween.
interesting.
Um, that song's really sick. Damn, dude, this is a good question. My favorite breakdowns. One of it's Fight too. What is it? Dun, 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 dun. I know the fucking pattern, but I don't know the song
Rain
name.
in Hell.
It's I think off their second album. I'm trying to
Nothing
pull it
is
up. My bad.
beautiful. Kingdom of
No,
Gods. A
it's not.
Wall.
Nothing is beautiful. I don't think. Maybe it's off their. Fuck. See again. This is my curse, dude. Is I always know songs, and then I'm like, I don't know the name of it
Uh,
because I
well,
just hear it
that
through
beat that
headphones.
you it kind of
Yeah,
sounded like that sounds
he makes
like
some noise and then he says fuck, and then it's just din 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 din. Like
yeah, that sounds like Rain in Hell because I think he says I'm pretty sure he says I think he says something like you're gonna live forever. Now isn't this twisted? Or fuck, isn't that that's Rain in
It
Hell?
kind of sounds like that. Yeah, I think that might be right.
Fuck. Oh my god, now I'm thinking about it. It's
Again, like, and it's one of the like I haven't listened to Spite in a while, so like I can't say specifically what song number, but like a lot of the time I could even go like, okay, it's after this song or before this one that starts this way. Like I
Rain in
know the
Hell.
songs, I just can't think of the title. It's
Okay,
a
but you said it's the
curse.
second record. Are you sure it's not?
I it
Because
might
I'm
good.
when that dun 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 dun, that's the beginning of Rain in Hell. Um, because he says something about like you're gonna live forever. Now isn't this twisted, fucking sadistic? This one.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Rain in Hell. Oh, hold on. Is it that one?
Not 100. I'm not 100%, dude. I can hear it in my head so clearly, and I fucking hate it. Another I haven't listened to these guys in forever. Do you remember Upon a Burning Body?
I never got into them, to be honest.
No.
Never.
Uh,
The
they have
only
some sick
song
music,
that I ever
dude.
heard was the Bigger in Texas song, I think, or
Of
something
course,
like that.
yeah.
I don't, and it's only because I saw them live and everyone was like freaking out. I was like, oh, this song's pretty cool, but like I just
I
couldn't.
remember there was a record they put out where their vocalist like went missing,
Yeah,
and they got like a lot of like backlash from it. But like,
yeah.
I can't think of what record that was, but that record was really sick. It was like the second or the first and like last songs on it. Bang, so
Is that
so
the one that has his hands tied?
yes.
Okay,
I think it's Red Razor Wrist, or maybe that's one of the songs on it. But
maybe I
you know,
fucking
metal,
don't know shit about
heck of
fucking
metal.
Upon a Burning Body.
I
I don't know.
know.
I like live. They're
I
really
really
awesome
don't
to
either.
watch, but you know what's funny is that I didn't get into Emir. I didn't get into
Emer.
Emir until literally like a month ago, and now I'm finally
Really?
listening. Yeah, now I'm finally listening to them, and I'm like, fuck, man. I mean, I've seen them live. I think like 5 times, and I was like, oh man, they're fucking badass live. But I just never like jamming their stuff. And then one day, I was like, this is gonna sound funny. I was adding My Chemical Romance to my fucking Spotify list because I was like, man, I fucking miss listening to some emo shit. So I added like Red Jumpsuit, My Chem, and then I was like, I'm gonna listen to Emir too. So I just fucking added some Emir, and I just been like, damn, this shit smacks fucking hard in my car. Like I have 310s, so it fucking hits good.
Hell yeah.
Um,
I remember when Solar Flare Homicide came out, and I jammed that a lot. That was, dude. I totally left out a band I was in, and I just realized it. I used to play in Mara too.
oh
I
my
never
god,
talked
I
about that, and
love.
I totally spaced on that.
Dude, I still have the tie-dye shirt I bought from you guys, and I fucking love that shirt. It still looks brand new.
I sound so stupid now to everybody because they're like, "How do you forget that you played in a band?" But like, that's how absent-minded I am 99% of the
Nah,
time.
it's cool, dude. I There's a lot
Yeah,
of
that
things
was when
that
I
I'd
first thought
suppress.
of Amir was when I was in that band. Uh,
Fuck.
when I
That,
yeah, that
that was like
Elijah
20.
showed me them,
That was 20. What? 13 or 12?
something like that. Yeah, because
Yeah,
my final days stopped for a little bit and became Mara, and then like people left, didn't agree. So my final days started again, and then I was doing like both bands.
yeah. Because I remember the one or the time that I saw you guys, it was at the workshop, and
Okay,
Without Thought was playing.
yeah, I miss that place, dude. That place was so cool.
Dude, I wish I can go back now with the band with TLT in it. Like,
Right? Yeah, that's how
oh
I feel about TFH too. Like TFH played there, but I just wish our music could have been like our music now could have been played there.
yeah, especially with like all the people that would go because of like
Right?
everyone
Like
that we've like connected with now. It's like,
exactly.
fuck. Imagine
I
if they
feel like
reopened it.
I feel like there's just needs to be something in this area, man. Like being from Central Valley, like the closest we have right here is like stacked. It's like
Or
an hour.
OP. Well, yeah, Modesto has OP.
Oh yeah, but even that's 21 and up, so it's very limited as far as like getting like younger kids and newer people into music, you know?
Wait, isn't
Which I
there? Wasn't there another place off of Ninth Street, past like if you're going down Ninth, past the bus stations? There's like a fucking some kind of like there's a building and it has
I
like a game. It's like a boardroom or something that has.
yeah, I know there's been shows played somewhere else in Modesto, but I don't know that it's like a full-time venue or what it is. I don't know if it's like someone that knows somebody that owns that building and they just give it a name when they have shows or what it is. But like
Hmm.
I know like Wolf and Bear, I think has played there a few
Oh
times.
yeah, the Shire.
The Shire, yeah. I
Oh
don't know
my
what that
god,
is.
dude! The
Like
one time I saw Wolf and Bear, the first and one time I saw them, that was at the Shire, and it was pretty fucking cool. That was 2015.
yeah, I know there was that place, but I don't even know if that still exists or not. So like
No, it doesn't because they actually moved to a place somewhere in Modesto, and they're renting out a room, and I think they do through shows.
mhm.
This is like a guess of shows because it's an art gallery now, I believe, or something like that. It's just it's a, it's a young center. What is that called?
A youth center?
Youth center. Yeah, that's what it is now. But
Gotcha.
it's just like a room that someone bought. I don't even know if that exists. I just know they moved and
Gotcha.
then COVID hit.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, but
So yeah, there's like
honestly,
not a lot to play around here, so it just makes it hard.
dude, if you, oh man, you guys are okay. So right now, you guys record your own music. You guys film your own music videos. You guys edit your own music videos. You guys promote your own shit. Literally, you do everything by yourselves. Run a venue
Yes,
now.
sir.
Just open a
Yeah,
venue now.
I
You call
know.
it the Foxhole,
Uh, we'll get it. We'll call it the Hollow.
the Hollow, dude. Oh my god, dude, it would be the new fucking hot. And it's 18, or it's like all ages.
Yeah, all ages. That'd be
A liquor
rad.
license costs $5,000.
Yeah, fuck. That would be so cool, but I don't know where. Like, I feel like now if shows come back, like the way they're coming back, like once we can have shows full, like blown again,
Yeah.
like shows will go off. I feel like because everyone's itching to see one. So like venues are going to become pretty successful. I'm hoping, like, or see some amount of income to make up for what they've been missing. You know?
Yeah, but I feel like if someone was to try to like build something now to open up when shows come back, they're gonna prosper the most.
Right.
Especially with
I
it
mean,
being the new spot
yeah,
on top of it being a comeback, it's
100%.
like they get double the profit. And I'm not talking about money
Exactly.
profit, I'm talking about profit of just making a new venue because it's going to be one of those things where people aren't going to be like, oh man, like, yeah, I kind of want to go, but I just went to 3 shows at Ace last week or whatever. I don't want to go to this
Right.
new venue. But since it's like, oh, I haven't gone to a show in over a year and it's a new venue, I want both. I want to do it because of both kind of thing, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. 100%. We've always joked about that. Like, oh, we got to open our own venue. Like, it would be so sick. Maybe one day.
Dude,
That'd be
I
cool.
want to. I'm always talking
Yeah.
to fucking people about it. I'm like, dude, I would do this. I would do this. I would do this. Like, I'm like, I have like plans. Like, dude, so I have another binder, and
Oh my
it literally,
gosh.
dude. Oh, okay. Well, okay. So that's actually
I
that's
said
it.
to kill. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's
We've played
oh,
with them before.
yeah. You guys are fucking lucky. Though, you know what's funny is I was supposed to play with them before COVID hit, and then COVID happened.
Uh,
The one time
they're
I
like one of your
finally,
favorite bands, aren't they?
they are, dude. Oh my God,
Yeah.
dude. Art, man, I fucking love Ice at the Kill. I have been a hardcore ESTK fan since like 2007.
Hell yeah, dude. That's so cool.
Yeah, and it's cool now because I know all of them at a personal level. So it's like knowing them where they'll be like, "Oh, hey Ryan, like how you doing? You know, like how's the band or, you know, how's your parents or whatever." It's like it's really cool that they actually talk to me about my life because I never bombard them. I've never been like that. I've never been the freak out person or whatever. So
I feel it.
yeah, so I was able to gain that, you know, friendship level with them. But I still like
I met their
internally I'm
guitar
freaking out.
player at NAM, I think.
AJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking. Yeah,
I remember seeing him when we played with them, and I was like, I walked past him, and I was like, don't you play an Ice Set Tequila? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, I played with you in SAC. Like, I don't know if you remember me or not. I was like, what's up, man?
Yeah,
I
no,
just kept
it's
walking. It
cool
was kind of probably
being able.
awkward, but
Yeah, it's like yeah, because wait, we ran into you at Nam last
yeah.
2020,
No, not 20. I didn't go in 2020. I went, I think
2019.
2018 was the last time I went. Yeah.
No, it had to
Me
have
and
been
CJ went
2020
together.
because I mean, unless he could have went more than once because I know I talked to him in 2020. That was the last time I saw AJ.
Yeah, no, I saw him in like, it was like 2000, I think 18, 19.
Fuck. Yeah, because you guys played Boardwalk with them.
Yeah, and Avoid. It was them and Avoid. It was like my favorite show we played.
Oh my
It was
god,
such a good
yeah,
show.
fuck. Yeah, we didn't get on that one. We were supposed to play it, but then someone else took it.
Sorry, man.
No, it wasn't you guys. It wasn't you guys.
Oh,
It wasn't you guys.
well, it you'll get another chance. Avoid sick. Their new
I don't
fucking
know.
record's badass. Like when shows come back and Avoid comes through, I'm trying so hard to play with those guys again because like those guys are. Even if we don't play with them, I'm gonna be there because those guys are so fucking sick.
Yeah, no, they're all. I love those guys. Did you? What's funny is I actually Luke's cab is in my living room right now. I went and bought it from him. I drove all the way up to Washington and fucking picked it up.
That's insane.
Yeah, I was like, fuck it, whatever. Because he was like, oh, I'm gonna sell it. I was like, I'll buy it. And he's like, really? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, how? He's like, well, you have to pay for shipping. I was like, nah, I'm just gonna come get it. And he's like, really? And I was like, yeah. I fucking drove all the way up to Washington the next day. Fucking went and got it.
Hell yeah.
I didn't give a fuck.
What is it?
It's a orange 212.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because we have now. Because me and Hector have matching ones now.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're working on being all DI. I mean, we're always gonna have cabs ready to go, but I'm gonna probably downsize. I have an 8x10. It's a monster. I
Yeah.
want to downsize that, but we've kind of compressed everything into one rack, and then we're trying to build in-ears right now. So we almost have an in-ear rack together, so that'll be cool.
Yeah. Well,
We're
that's
having fun.
so. Right now on mine, I have a channel split. So one goes straight into front of house because I have the same setup as CJ. The
Yeah,
same.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I have my main channel going through front of house that has my cab simulator, which simulates a 212 cab, 212 orange.
There you go.
And well, actually, it's funny because it's called the 212 Mandarin.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. But I have a second.
Copyright.
Yeah, and then I have a secondary signal that sends to my cab without a cab simulator. That way, on stage, I can play with my stage volume, and it
Yeah.
won't fuck up front of house. So
Exactly.
yeah, I don't want to go full DI completely and get rid of cabs because in the event that something happens or we play a place that for some reason doesn't have a fucking PA,
100%.
it's like, oh,
100%.
I got cabs.
I just want to downsize to have it just because in that sake, a 212 is perfect for a venue. If the venue doesn't DI, it's probably small enough to get away with the 212. And if
Yeah.
it's big enough, I mean, they're probably DIing stuff. So like,
Yeah, if they don't, that'd be weird.
yeah, we always just bring small cabs to be safe and then
Yeah.
DI if we can. But then we kind of do the same. Now that we have in-ears, I mean, we don't even need to worry about the stage volume side. So it's really just as long as we can DI, we can just run it. And then we could just be one rack, hoist that monstrosity into wherever we're playing, and then be big chilling.
Fuck. I want to get that level. All right. So before we wrap this up, where are some places that people could find TFH? Even though I know CJ already said it, I want you to tell me.
Yeah, no. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, in parentheses, iTunes.
iTunes.
Literally anywhere you can like think of finding music, you can find us on it. We're very accessible, so you can find us anywhere.